Hey, good evening, or maybe I should say good night. I'm ABC 10 meteorologist Tracy Humphrey, and let's talk a little bit about what we have going on. We are still looking at very dire conditions as we move into tonight, overnight, and early tomorrow morning with a red flag warning. So, back behind me here, these are the locations we're really concerned about there in that red shading. Those are the locations that could be looking at winds gusting as high as 40, 50 to 55 miles per hour, very low relative humidity, as well as the opportunity for some pretty warm temperatures. So what are those locations? Well, we got parts of the foothills, we have parts of the Sacramento, the Central Valley, northern San Joaquin Valley, and even parts of the coastal hills. So that area, those areas will be the ones we're most concerned about as we move through the next 24 hours. Here is a look at our current wind. So I kind of wanted to kind of paint the picture, what's happening now and what we are expecting to begin to happen as we move into the overnight. So northerly winds around 10 in Sacramento, 23 in Fairfield, 18 in Placerville. And where you're seeing this yellow here, this yellow shading, then that is where you have some stronger wind gusts coming in through some of the higher elevations. Current temperatures outside, still pretty warm for this time of the year. 73, normal daytime high is 75. We're looking at 73 at 9:30 at night. Near 80 in Fairfield. A little bit cooler down in parts of Stockton, Modesto with the mid to upper 60s in the forecast. And you can see lower 60s in Jackson and just above freezing in Tahoe, so much cooler there. So the opportunity again for the dry weather is something that we've been watching and something we've been talking about. 20% relative humidity at night. Normally, when we start to move into those nighttime hours, the amount of moisture in the air starts to increase as the air temperature starts to decrease. Well, look at that, not much relief at all. 20% in Sacramento, 10% in Marysville, 7% relative humidity. So you add in very dry air, the opportunity again for those warm temperatures, and let's not forget the gusty winds. So peak wind gusts that we've had for the day, 28 mile per hour winds in Sacramento, 33 in Marysville, 28 in Oroville, 30 in Fairfield. So winds are expected to be gusting and increasing as we move into the overnight. So let's kind of time it out for you. This is our Futurecast, and it is all based on model data. So you can see some of the locations like Fairfield, Sacramento, Stockton, showing the winds, northerly winds around 23, northerly winds around 10. Well, back behind that in the background, and what we're using there are colors to essentially delineate some extra winds, some more peak wind gusts that we can see in some of the higher elevations. And that's what we're denoting here. Through Santa Rosa and the Mendocino National Forest, we can see winds there, the orange showing up around 30, 35 miles per hour. And then when you get to those foothill locations, that is where we could see some of the gustiest winds. So the opportunity for that red to that little violet and magenta color coming in, that's anywhere from 40 to 50 miles per hour, and that is coming in around 9:30 tonight. The areas we're most concerned about through Auburn, through Placer County, Nevada County, Sierra County, and also into Plumas County. 2:30 in the morning, still looking at very bright colors through here, the opportunity for significant strong winds, especially in the foothills as we move into early tomorrow morning, as well as some of our coastal hill locations. As we continue to move through the morning, you can see the colors are not quite as vibrant, not quite as strong, so the winds are not expected to be as strong. A little bit more yellow and orange showing the opportunity for 20 to 30 mile per hour winds, and what that lets us know is winds are expected to start to subside and diminish as we move through Thursday morning and then eventually into Thursday afternoon. So expecting again the most significant winds to be coming in overnight tonight through early Thursday morning. Once we move out of again the opportunity for the gusty winds, our attention will still be for many of these locations until 4 o'clock in the evening. High fire danger, something that we always ask. No outdoor burning is recommended during this time frame. Not to be driving your car on the side of the road because the exhaust is extremely hot. You got really dry fuels. That could cause a fire as well. And high temperatures today, did I tell you we had a record high? 89. We tied the prior record set back in 1965. 86 in Stockton, 90 in Marysville, 90 degrees in Fairfield. What about tomorrow? Still an excessively warm day. So 87 for Thursday, 85 coming in Friday, and then back behind me here, 83 in Saturday. So temperatures will be backing off slowly but surely, and we will be closer to more seasonal highs as we move into Sunday. But the takeaway is for tonight, again, expecting very low relative humidity, very mild conditions in the overnight, and of course the opportunity for extremely gusty winds will be in the forecast for our foothills, some of the higher elevations through the Sierra, and let's not forget some of those coastal hills. However, that red flag warning is still in effect for a number of valley locations as well. So bear that in mind. If you do live in any of those counties shaded in red, you do need to have an evacuation plan in place for you as well as for your family. If you would like continuing updates, we'll be live for LNT tonight, which comes on at 11 o'clock on ABC 10. And of course, you can always get constant updates on abc10.com. Thank you for joining us. And of course, if you ever have any questions, you can always leave comments.